I got something I spoke about the other day, just prompted me to have a chat with you guys about something that's called the 50-minute sprint. The 50-minute sprint is something I've been doing for ages, and it's based on some research, and it's incredibly powerful. In a nutshell, the research shows that the most efficient workers will work for 50 minutes solid, and then they get up on average for a 16-minute break. Right now, I'm not suggesting you have to do 50 and 16. That's research from people in offices where they looked at the high performers in the office environments. But what I've found is setting a timer for 50 minutes and deciding on what you're going to get done in that time, and then doing it without distraction. So by that I mean phone goes on silent on airplane mode. You have all your pop-ups, and you should have pop-ups for emails turned off anyway. They are a fucking distraction. Because other research will show, while I'm referencing research here, other research shows that it takes you between 10 and 15 minutes to get into flow, right? A state of absolute clarity, in sync. Athletes call it in the zone, where you're just in the zone, in flow with what you're doing. If you get pulled off and distracted by a phone call, by someone asking you a question, by anything else, it'll take you another 10 or 15 minutes to get back in flow on what you're doing. So you want to be distraction free for that time. If there's other people around, we have a signal in our office. You put big headphones on. You don't have to have music in them. If you've got little ones like this, tap me on the shoulder, have a chat, no worries. I've put big headphones on. Doesn't matter if there's anything playing through them or not. It is just a signal to the rest of the team. Leave me alone. I'm not available for you right now. Don't tap me on the shoulder unless the building's on fire. Right? I then set a timer for 50 minutes. Now, you can set any timer you want. The one that I choose is it's quite a stressful timer for a lot of people because it ticks like a bomb, right? It's tick, tick, tick. So I never freaking, for more than a second and a half, forget that I'm on the clock. And whatever I have done on that task in 50 minutes is all that will ever get done on that task. I'm not going to go back, review it, perfect it. It's it. It's done. If I've got a task that's going to be made up of 2 days, right? If doing a quote, I'm going to quote this section. I'm going to fill that out. I'm going to send these emails. It's perfect, especially when it's something you don't want to be doing. You've been putting off. You've been procrastinating on. And by procrastinating, usually, most of us business owners procrastinate by getting super busy on other shit that isn't as important, but makes us feel productive, right? If you've been doing that, but not doing the thing you were supposed to be doing, this is really good to go, I will do it for 50 minutes. And at the end of that time, done is better than perfect. It will be as done as it's ever going to get after 50 minutes. And I'm committing to myself to not revisiting it. And then you're like, start it. And you're like, oh, shit, I've got to get this done. Fuck, I'll do this. And the tick, 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 tick in my ears going, fuck, the bomb's going to go off. And the amount of stuff I can get done in 50 minutes on that task with clarity and with focus. And I like the ticking because it stops my mind from wandering. Because as soon as I start to let's call it daydreaming, but really it's going, oh, that's a great idea. I could do this, this, and this. And I'm off thinking about how I could do something else or tackle that problem that's come up. The ticking very, very quickly brings me back to you're diffusing a bomb right now, focus. And it's like, yep, cool. So for 50 minutes, I focus in deep on whatever task I've set. I eat the frog, and the concept of eat that frog is, it's a fucking disgusting task if you got to eat it. The best way to get over eating the frog is just to do it, not to leave it sitting there all day thinking about that freaking slimy frog you've got to eat. So I van up, I eat the frog, and I get it fucking done. And at the end of 50 minutes, it's over. But for 50 minutes, I'm not distracted. I don't get up to go to the toilet. I don't check my phone. I am just in flow. Well, after 10 or 15 minutes, I'm in flow on that task. And I get it finished. And it is exceptionally powerful. Make sure if you do it, take the break at the end of the 50 minutes. Even if you're going to do it in multi-stages, if you're just going to go, right, here's what I'm going to focus on for the next 50 minutes. And if you can't quite define what it is you're going to have done and finished, still work for 50 minutes, get up, go make a coffee, go for a walk, get a drink of water, come back down. It doesn't have to be 16 minutes. I usually make it 10. It's nice and round, 50 and 10. But don't just sit at your desk and check emails. Get up and check them on your phone. Just walk somewhere else. But it is just a tool to go, I will be in the zone for the next 50 minutes and I'll get this shit done. Cool. Try it. You will love it. I do.